Welcome back, everyone. After a trip to Vietnam to visit her family, Debbie Way Mullen realized her family's favorite coffee could make a splash here in the States. And today, Debbie's giving our Paul Costabile a pouring lesson.
I'm here with Debbie, the creator of Copper Cow Coffee. Now, Debbie, tell me a little bit about what made you start this company.
Well, I am obsessed with all things Vietnamese cuisine. My family's from Vietnam, and I always thought that Vietnamese coffee was one of those really special things that wasn't given a lot of love, especially in the specialty coffee scene. And Vietnam's actually the second largest coffee producer in the world, and there's all this amazing coffee that's coming from the country now, and I thought it was such a great opportunity to just introduce the U.S. to what I think is the most special thing about it, which is the coffee itself, as well as how it's prepared, which I will show you.
Sure.
When I make you some.
That's what I love about so many traditional ingredients and recipes, right? It has to do with not just the ingredients going into it, but what you do to make it.
Yes.
How much of this was picked up growing up?
That's a good, I mean, what's interesting about coffee is, like, I always say, like, the more you know, the less you know, because it's like what's in the soil, how you grind it, what how you pour the water over it, all of it will change how it's going to taste. Learning also all the techniques that are more like Italian or pour over centric, which is how my dad drank coffee my whole life growing up, was pour over, and kind of combining a little bit of what I love the most about California cafe culture with Vietnamese coffee is really what Copper Cow coffee is.
What is the big difference between Vietnamese coffee and American?
That's a great question. So there's lots of things that people could say are different about it. What I think is really unique is the varietals that are grown there. So again, it's the second largest coffee producer, and it specializes in Robusta. And so it's got these really chocolatey,
I know that
nutty.
flavor. I love it.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Really good for espresso. That's going to be the main difference, is that really like chocolate mocha undertones that you're going to get from the coffee.
I want to learn the process, specifically with the pour over too, and how the company is so unique in that sense. So show me what we're doing here today.
Yeah, so our most popular product that we've grown for the last 5 years on is really this pour over here. And it comes with natural flavors. And so before I talk about the flavors, I'm going to just first talk about this format that's really exciting. So you can just open it up. It's going to be kind of like a tea bag, and then it can hang over any cup.
That is the brilliant design. I've never seen anything like that.
And then you just tear off the top, and you can make a pour over coffee anywhere.
Take a look, guys. The beans are in there. I'm going to show it to you right now. That is brilliant. And then, so what happens next? You take hot.
Yeah, let me get
some hot water. Look, it's like you're ready for this.
And so you just pour a little bit of hot water. And so with pour over coffee, we recommend that you do like a little bit of a bloom. So you're just going to get it just wet enough that you're going to watch the coffee really puff up, and that's going to give you this really great expression of the beans. If you don't do that, it's still going to be great, but that's just kind of like the best practice. So you can see it kind of getting puffy there. The other thing that we do is that something that I love about California cafe culture is like the flavored latte. And that's something that like I grew up loving, and then I felt like I kind of outgrew, because a lot of it I realized was like synthetic syrups, artificial flavors. And so we actually flavor our coffee totally differently. So we have things like our vanilla, our salted caramel, and they're all made with natural whole herbs and spices. So instead of it being like, typically if you bought a vanilla coffee in the store, it's going to be sprayed with an essence, versus this is actually like whole ground vanilla beans.
That's awesome.
It's going to be brewed right into the coffee. So we always say it's kind of like the difference between like LaCroix and Spindrift. That's going to be how it tastes. It's totally different. Yes.
But you raise a good point, because a lot of the times I don't go to cafes and get flavored anymore, because I think that changed with coffee in general. Like they used to always brew real beans, like, and then it stopped, and it's like, let's just throw syrup in it. So I appreciate the flavor. You really taste the difference in the flavor. So what flavor is this?
This is just classic. I'm just giving you the classic to start.
Great.
And then I'm going to just show you quickly before you taste it what this will look like. I just kind of have a ready cup here. We're also famous for our creamers. So we make individual sweetened condensed milk creamers, so it can turn any cup of coffee into a sweet latte. There's no preservatives, no additives, and it's going to just taste absolutely amazing. And we actually also put natural flavors like a mocha powder right into the creamer itself, so you can have a mocha as well. But you'll see it just can make it.
That looks awesome. I don't know what to drink now. I'm so excited. I want to drink everything.
I'm like, why don't I make you, I'm going to make you a real legit Vietnamese coffee.
Okay.
Which means I'm going to just add a creamer to a very small cup of coffee.
Perfect.
And then it's going to be, do you want to try it black?
Yeah, let me try it black first. Let me try it just because it's today's day, and I can't help but have a little bit of sip here. It smells amazing. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so smooth and natural flavor. You know, like it tastes like earthly in a good way. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm trying to get wine specific now. You know, you described wine. I'm excited to try the latte too. And Debbie, where can people find out more about you guys?
So we have the most variety of flavors and options on our website. We actually come out with the seasonal small batch flavor every month. So this month is what was pumpkin spice. We've already sold out of it, actually.
Nice.
The next will be a gingerbread latte that will be coming out. But we are also sold in all Whole Foods.
Oh, awesome.
All Sprouts.
Nice.
So you can also pick it up at your local grocery
That's
store.
great, guys. Make sure to check out Copper Cow Coffee, where you just heard, and on the site. And hey, cheers to you. Happy National Coffee Day. Thank you so much.
Happy National Coffee Day.
Cheers.
Of course, pumpkin spice is sold out. It's always good to have creative coffee alternatives.